Welcome to Debo Land. Douglas is doing experimental pyramid implantation into our kitchen. Here it is, a little special effects for you, just getting to know how this thing works. And there you have it. Bam, implanted. The alien, I don't know. Oh, yeah, welcome you guys. This is going to be a fun video.
Let's see, oops. Let's see, oops.
I'll show you a little bit.
Well, galvanized wire conducts electricity. I've had some old bamboo, wrapped them in a magnetic component to the soil that isn't in there without the antenna, because the antenna grabs that. When it does that, it does all sorts of beneficial things to the microorganisms in the soil.
Kitty's head moves this thing, and it tells me to take my estradiol. But I also do the the reminder to do estradiol. So this is estrogen, and if you lose estrogen, you get bone loss, a lot of other things. You want to take estrogen. It's important. It's important. It's important. So beautiful. God loves you. Okay, making my tea, making my coffee. Just saw some sisters, and they're so cute. They're beautiful. And she was visiting from Texas. So here's the OOTD. Can you see? With all the straps and everything. We're going up and down. So this morning I was thinking, it's a little bit windy, but good weather. I'll show you this yellow flowers. This morning I was thinking about churches. This is gorgeous. We got to be careful about bumblebees because they can get us. Honeysuckle remind me of my mom. She used to give us kisses when she'd go to work as a school teacher. Honeysuckle kisses, right by the honeysuckle flowers. Yeah, my mom. Sweetest thing. She smelled like Coco Chanel perfume. Okay, so what I was saying. These churches. So I was watching a video yesterday, and I'm sure you've heard of it before. There's a little bit of macabre in everybody that's fascinated with a dead body, because we have never really hung out with a dead body, and we don't know what it's like, and it's kind of the unknown, and we all know we're going to face that. So there's a little part of us that's fascinated with this. So this nun passed away, and when they buried her, she was beautiful and young, and when they exhumed her body for some reason, she was completely beautiful many, many years later. No explosion, war, decomposition, no mummification, just beautiful. So then I don't know if this is true. I think this is just the church doing its BS thing. So the whole time that they're showing this, they've got this beautiful face, and it's just like this mannequin-looking kind of sculpted thing. And they go, and that's when she was canonized as a saint. Saint Bernadette, I think. I can't remember. That might be right, but I'm not sure. And because when they exhumed her again, she was still there, gorgeous and beautiful, like an angel. They go, this is with wax over it, a coating over her body. And they leave her there to be, can you imagine? They leave her there with the open glass casket for people to witness the miracle. This is the ultimate in shyster, snake oil, money propaganda, BS that the church has done many years, many centuries. And I just thought, God, we're just so gullible and so, she's a saint. She didn't decompose. She was special. She was a human being like the rest of us. She did compose, but the church are using gimmicks to make money off the people. And we're gullible. I was looking at it. I was kind of fascinated with the whole thing. Let's see, what else? What's going on? I saw the red bird today. I saw a dragonfly. We got the ducks and the big geese. And it's beautiful. Feeling good. I think it's important. I said, well, I could get taken down and then you'll regret it. Oh, you showed them, didn't you? So I hope not. I try to stay on topics that are not censored, We are censored these days. The algorithms, it's programmed into the computer. Anybody that talks about this, their YouTube channel will be taken down. Now that's a sad day in America where you were promised by the Constitution the right to free speech. And I think that's important without being censored. We were promised that but the situation with the political, but they were trying to take our freedoms from us and make us into a communist dictatorship. But it didn't work because the white hats are in control. They had a momentary loss of power, some shifting around, but they got the leg up. And my God, when you think about it, it's pretty amazing that grappling is going on, and there's people willing to get in there and scrap around for us, for humanity. And Memorial Day is our time to really acknowledge these people. Yep. And we're part of their team nowadays, because if we speak the truth and we stand for the truth and we don't just, like in the, I'm going to draw the sign, Hull, you know what I'm talking about, okay? And that day, you went along with whatever was going on, and it was really genocide. It was really horrific what they did. So, do you just go along? Do you just keep silent? Your silence will be noted when you get up to heaven, and God will meet you and say, did you do your part? I think you have to do a few more lifetimes where you finally do your part. Did you speak up? When you heard the truth, did you go, oh, this is a lot more difficult to go, oh, I better ignore that? I don't think so. I can't listen to that because that would really disrupt my world if I started believing that shit. So I better just stay with the status quo, right? Do you do that? Are you one of those people? I mean, I understand it. When I was like homeless and I had to live in my sister's house, I learned to keep my mouth. That was it. Because what did I have? A park bench. I was in her home. But when I'm in my home and I'm sharing, or I'm a visitor and you're inviting me to your home, then I feel like I need to just speak my truth. Not disrupt the whole, social situation, but at times, to the degree that it can be withstood. Some people just cannot handle the truth. That's just literally because of the mind control. And there literally is mind control in our comic books as kids, Mad Magazine, hi, Little Blue, and all the magazines, 17 magazine, Cosmopolitan, Sports Illustrated. All that is social engineering to get us to go along with their, ideas, with their limitations, with their enslavement. Sister gave me Serious Matter pants, and my sister texted me and said, oh, that was such a funny picture of the reptilian, that the underground dumbs. You'd have to be dumb to believe that. Well, it's really true. That's the weird part about it, is these species, these carnivores of humanity, they have these big machines that go underground. I think I've showed you guys this before, but if not, and she thinks it's just so funny. And the truth is coming. The truth is coming. It always does eventually. So if you haven't looked into that, you can go onto Telegram to the Sacred Blue Tent channel. Ask somebody about underground dumbs. Ask somebody about reptilians. The people on there kind of know. Not all of them. Not all.
Okay, friends, so I live in a town that is about 5 hours north of New York City. Canada is about 2.5 hours north of my town. New York City is covered in a yellow cloud of smog, and they're telling us that it is from the wildfires in Canada. But that yellow cloud of smog never passed over my house, and it would have had to get to New York City. I also want to ask you this question. What color does ammonium nitrate burn? Just saying.
Are awake to the full degree, but I mean, nobody's really awake to the full degree, because even the tops have secrets from even them. So yeah. You're so funny. Well, I think if Mom had have known that she would have been in a diaper and that her eating wouldn't have just been a little extra weight, maybe she wouldn't have done that. And as far as knowing if your husband's going to have an affair, I don't know. Lynn doesn't tell us things we don't ask, or that we don't, that wouldn't, that we like wouldn't, there's something you can do something about. Meaning, if there's nothing you can do about it, she doesn't bring it up. But if there's something that you can take an action to change, then she'll bring it up. Because I mean, I had no idea this person was promising me so much. It's like, you're just vain. You need to get rid of all that stuff because I can't be around that. And yeah, cowards just go, I'll just take it as it comes. I don't want to hear it. It's like, hey, you know what? Just like with Douglas, he would not listen. He would not listen. That is a complete, I'm psychic. The moment I saw a photograph of her, I went, anger management. And he's like, what? And I'm like, anger management. But Lynn tried to tell him, you know, so it's like, she said, I can lay the truth out on the table. Tess gave me this. A guy gave it to her. She goes, you can eat it. It's got gold in it. You can rub it on yourself. I'm like, so I put it on the table as a conversation piece. That funny. By the way, we've seen each other this year. I was just in Santa Fe not 3 years ago. You whack. Dementia's coming upon it's you. Wine and alcohol does kill brain cells. New fact. It doesn't prolong life. It doesn't help in any way. You know, used to, a glass of wine helps your heart. No wine doesn't help. Anyway, enough about me. Picture. I made this ring out of a button. And this one's just a little baby ring. Button. Cute. Yes? No? One more video. Hold on. I was also thinking you could invite Lynn to come to the beach. When you have your big party, I don't know if she still does this, but used to, for a whole lot of money, she would go to the movie stars or the celebrities or really, really wealthy people and do a group. You pay for her airfare. You pay for the time that she does the party. And that would be really fun. I mean, and she doesn't do like, you know, like at a party, it's more like fun. And she definitely, if the person privately wants real information, she'll give it to him. But if she can sense what they want to hear, weirdly. I mean, she knows exactly what would make them happy. So that's one thing I noticed is like, she would say things to people that, you know, like what they really want to hear. So she would always make you, after you get done with a reading, I always feel so good. Like, oh my God, I'm so excited about life. Oh, that's fantastic. It's like, you have the magic genie right there to save you from hitting a wall, to help you get over something, to warn you about something so that you don't have to do a face plant. Because boy, I would not be alive right now if it wasn't for her. And yeah, you were saying it's not a friend, but she knew. I mean, you were like, this doesn't seem right to me. These are not your friends. Here's the OOTD. Got the N4K leggings on with hearts, a little white heart, little daisies. There it is. Oh, you know, if you invite her to come with me, I don't know, she would come with her boys. I don't know. That'd be cool. They're really cool. They're very cute. It's weird when you're an old lady and they're like, oh, cute. But yeah, it's weird. The other day, this car drove up and he was all excited, like, oh, it's a hot blonde in a little red dress. And he turned up and saw me and he went, and he just kept going. I was like, you know, we've all seen that on the street where somebody looks really hot from behind and then they turn around and they're like, or just herself. She's funny. Oh my God. One day we were driving. She goes, she just said, we're going to go do something. And she's very wild. I mean, she is wild. I mean, she's very serious at times, but other times she's really wild. She goes, we're going to go out. We're going to go have some fun. And she's going, Agent Erica. And I'm like, yes. And she goes, what is the mission? I'm like, I don't know them. She's really fucking funny. We used to laugh all the time. She's smart. Her dad was a 33-degree Mason, worked with the Pentagon, super brilliant genius. Oh my God. And she's a genius like that too. I mean, like, oh my God, genius, genius, genius. You'll love her. You'll love her. She's going to be your bestie. And every time you get a reading, you're going to so look forward to it. Get a full hour. Write down every little question. No question is stupid in her eyes. I mean, you know, like, should I do this? Should I do that? Should I eat this? Should I eat that? She'll tell you the truth because she says, I am bound by God to tell the truth. Now, she will shield you from the truth if the truth would injure you. So you don't have to be afraid. The truth sets us free. The truth is ascension. The truth is ascension. I love you. Let me find out from her. I'm getting a reading on the 15th. If it's compatible, if it's a good thing, if I should do it. Maybe you invite her too. Wouldn't that be fun? So yesterday we had a major clean. We got flowers here. This antique. Well, I used to select the pot for the focal point. Now there's flowers in it. Kind of brings up the orange on the pillow, right? And then all my art stuff's up, so it's nicer. Let's go to these in 4K lanes. There's. And yeah, we got all the ugly part of the trees trimmed out. And yeah, I was talking to this. I left a comment for an ASMR gal who's just so gorgeous and so precious and so darling and so amazing. And I love listening to her wisdom and her soft-spokenness, and just her beauty just is transcendental. And then one day I was watching her, and she just kind of like, she just sort of like, she was just, it seemed, I could be wrong, she seemed disengaged and sort of bored. But when you do, like, let's say you do a couple of videos every week, you know, eventually you kind of go through your bag of tricks, and it's like, okay, I'm going to turn this out. So I kind of left a comment, like I said, I remember when I was working as a dancer, and the guys go, if I come up, I told you this before, but I'd come up, hi, how you doing? You want to have a seat? And he's like, oh, I like your tie. And he goes, well, you're working really hard, aren't you? That is not what a person wants to hear. You're working really hard. You want to hear, wow, you're great. Wow, tell me about the baby. Well, you don't want him to think that you're working. And usually I was tired when they would say a comment like that. So, yeah, so I think she was going through some stuff, or I'm psychic, so I could pick up on it. And, you know, she did that video. And instead of getting bitter, sometimes people, when you suggest that maybe they're bored, they'll just be more like, they'll just stick to their guns. They're very stubborn. They won't take the criticism. Not that I was criticizing her, I like when people say something to me, like, you seem really agitated, or you seem really angry, or what's the matter? You know, like, they're just honest communication. Sometimes we don't want people's honest communication. I'm very excited because there's a person who's kind of close to me. And they're going to be getting a reading.
And from LynnMillerPsychic.com. And I just know it's going to change our relationship and their life. And
we're very closed-minded and judgmental. And sometimes when we get our backs up against the wall, we're kind of a little more willing to go, okay, maybe there's something to this psychic stuff. maybe I could really use some information or some help. I was listening to this one woman who, she had some kind of accident, and then she was basically in a coma, like, where she couldn't move or talk. No, she could talk. Okay, I'll get my story straight. She wasn't in a coma, but she had a terrible accident and she was dying. But she knew all kinds of psychic stuff all around, and this was in, I don't know, 1840 or something, a long time ago. Excuse me. There we go. This overhead light goes, God, there's wrinkles. Okay. But, yeah, she knew things about people way far away from her, like across the country. So, and Lynn Miller's like that. I'm a remote viewer. I know what's going on in my immediate circles, but her skill is like, so I'm really excited for this person. And, yeah, cool. It makes me feel vulnerable because she's going to see into my world, into my thoughts, into my insecurities. And but you know what? When you love somebody, you're willing to, like, sort of let go of power, let go of control, and do what's in the best interest of children and family. And, you know, you don't like, well, I want all the power and all the knowledge for myself. And if the person's open to getting it, God bless them. And by letting go of the power that I have with her, but I'm excited to see what she sees. And in all honesty, my fear is that accept certain things about the government and the powers behind the government, and this is Black Tea goes over here, okay, and stuff like that she'll kind of sugarcoat it and make me look like I'm a dingling. You know what I mean? Like, not quite, kind of gloss over and go along with, like, yeah, that seems really crazy, doesn't it? But I know she's going to do that, but it's going to kind of, like, I don't really know if she's going to do that. We'll see. But realize the truth. Did you guys realize the truth? Are you aware of the truth? Yep. I was listening to this guy named JP on Michael Salla, S-A-L-L-A, Michael Salla. He was interviewing, he's a super soldier. He went to, saw a Palladian on this ginormous ship that's cloaked. You can't even see it on the Google Maps. And, sorry about this, just my van. It's so dark and awkward. But then when I go bright, it goes too bright. So, yeah, very interesting. Check him out. The guy's a black guy, and he's, like, just a young guy. You can hear his voice, and he's like, yeah, they put me in a box. They didn't let me eat for and drink, you know, like, it really stressing me out. I'm like really upset. And his family member was in this secret, he didn't know his family member was in the secret space force, whatever the hell they call it, too. And then when he saw his family later on, the guy, I guess it's his uncle, I don't know who it is, just didn't, I don't know what you're talking about. Just, they either wiped his mind or just, that was it. We had our secret mission, and now we don't talk about it, so I really don't know. There's the fires in New York. That's where my sister is, coming over from Canada, breathing in New York, and they're saying that maybe they're trying to cloak and hide something. You know? So I don't know about that. I do know it is a World War III going on. My psychic said, Len Miller, said that the Ukrainians would bounce back and rebuild. So they're not just obliterated off the map, but there's a lot of, and kind of interesting. Did anybody tell you they love you today? I love you. Yes, I do. So I saw a few new subscribers. Welcome. Welcome. According to Len Miller, John Mac and T, not tree, T-E-E, Mac Entry, E-N-T-E-E, John Mac Entry will be the next president. The White House have a leg up, but they don't have the complete leg up, and that King Charles really is the real person, but he's not going to be there for long. They're getting the power. They're getting back in control. This cocoa's good. Oh, that's good. So much cleaning yesterday. So much cleaning. I'm just so old that the lighting's always unflattering. You get all bony and saggy and bony. It's like there's old age for you. Wrinkled, saggy, and bony, or fat. Those are your options. You can be an Oompa Loompa with not as many wrinkles, or you can be skinny and be kind of a deflated balloon. Those are your choices. A or B. You decide now. Boom. Okay. Your next lifetime.
Just talking to Tess, and she goes, I didn't sign the check. It bounced. I mean, it came back because I didn't sign it. I go, you must have been flying high that day. She goes, I guess so. I go, what comes up must come down. Spinning wheel, got to go round. What do you think? Billy Bean says it's ammonium nitrate. She has sources that she got the information from. It's a bioweapon. I don't know. I heard something else that it would cause. They're already having respiratory issues, but it causes lesions on the skin, and it's a springboard for the next pandemic for the deep state. Evidently, I don't know if this is true or not. This is what I'm told. It may not be true, but I don't think a burning forest makes fire like that. These songs from 1977, she started turning on the radio. We were little kids, basically teenagers, teenagers, yeah. And maybe 15, 14, 13, 16, around those age, but 77. Graduated from high school in 79, so you can kind of figure out the age. Probably 16, 15. And she turned on the radio and started playing these songs. And oh my goodness, they do light up my brain. And it was so fun and so sweet that she sent them to me. Yeah, we would go to kissing parties. She would play the music. We would be getting our makeup on, ready for school. When we get home during the summertime, these were the songs that I grew up on from 1977. And oh, it's so fun to relive that youthful feeling. The world's all ahead of you, and just a good time. That's when you turn the radio on. Oh, yeah. Platform shoes? What the hell happened? You know, I met him. Sylvester Stallone. Short little skinny little fucker. Shorter than me and skinnier than me. And I went, and his wife was short too. And Dolly Parton, I was at the premiere of some taxi movie he did with about Dolly Parton. Because he's a genetic woman. They were all inverted. Yep. Okay, back to the fun.
Same sound on a video machine. So I got the fire crackling here. And you can see me, but it's so dark. I was going to talk about how at nighttime I really like a really low lighting. I've got these twinkles, this thing, the lighting turned under the oven down on the low setting, some twinkle like fire like lighting. I turned these lights down low, so it's very glowy. And the lights in there I turned down to nighttime lighting. And one reason that is because, let me turn down the crackling sound because it's a little crackly while I'm doing my video. Let's have dinner together. One reason that is because being a dancer, I didn't see the sunlight for months and months at a time. So the only way that I would know to go to sleep was if I lowered the lights. And then I was like, oh, it must be like my pretend nighttime. Because it was always nighttime. I slept during the daytime, so it never became nighttime. It was just, well, I would wake up and it would be nighttime, so that I would create a false nighttime through the lighting. So whenever I visit someone and they have really bright lighting at night, and then I go to bed, I just lay there because my brain went, this is 12 in the afternoon, this is 4 in the afternoon, this isn't nighttime. Because my brain didn't register it as nighttime. Hi, Keaton. What do you think? And it's kind of hard when I go to visit my sister because, I mean, man, it's really bright. I mean, it is so bright at nighttime. Would you like the chicken? Huh? What you doing, huh? Where's your food? Your food's over there. I just fed him. I remember when my sister, a long time ago, years ago, it might even be 10 years ago, maybe 15. So, I was talking about when my sister, we were going over to visit her friend, and I put on some Jessica McClintock. This could even be 30 years ago or 20 years ago. And she goes, oh, no, don't put that on it. I didn't know she was a high-functioning autistic. This has to be 30, maybe 40 years ago. I didn't know she was high-functioning autistic. And they're very sensitive to smell, light. Different autistics have different sensitivities, but they're wired up a little bit different than a neurotypical. And I just thought she was a very unflexible, I was around a lot of dancers, and they always had a lot of perfume on. And most of the time, you'd walk by a dancer and you'd be hit with their scent and their aroma, and it was wonderful. I loved the way men smelled. Every once in a while I'd get some guy and he just smelled, and then I'd walk away and it'd still smell like a man. I like to smell like my own smell, but it was just the dancer's world. But anyway, back to my sister. So I just thought she was being very inflexible, but then I come to find out that she's high functional autistic, and she wasn't being fussy and critical, but she genuinely was overcome with the smell that to me smells good. To her was like, whoa, beat over the head, like the light. To her, bright light's like, woo, I love it. But for me, being in a dancer world for 30 years of my life, maybe even longer, I don't know, long time, in the dark, with really low candle lights, low lighting. It's being like hit over the head with really bright lighting. And interestingly enough, my other friend, she's a high functioning autistic, and she's very sensitive to smell. And so much so that when she comes to like visit, she gives me a bottle of perfume that she can handle. When I first lived with her, she was like, oh, here's some perfume. And it was a gift. And I was like, oh, and I was like, vanilla, blah. But I wore it because I really like her. And,
it's just things you do when you have a friend, you kind of change your behavior to help them to feel comfortable. And I think that's kind of the way life is. Anyway, this is really good. I thought I'd share that with you. Yep, okay, you're sleeping now. Okay, I'm gonna meditate. Dustin Grace is really good today. If you get a chance to go to Dust and Grace, listen to her video. She waited like a month or so, and she was talking about peace, and I really liked it. I thought it was really good. Okay, bye.
I'm video! Dance! Dance. Dance. Dance around. Go!
What do you call them?
I'm going to add music to it. They can't hear our music. Now go up this way. Come on. Up here. Come on. Up here. This is good for you. Hello, you guys. Oh shit. I was gonna say, I'm wearing tennis shoes because we're gonna work out. And OOTD. 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 Beanie's smelling. Blue's on the leash. He sees the duckies. Beanie's here. Come on, Beanie. Blue's wanting to get back to the car. Come on, Blue. Come on. Here come the ducks. Hi, ducks. Hi, ducks. Hi, you guys. Sorry. This is the first day the cat's like really walked out here by himself. He's kind of on a training mission right now. It's not going so well so far. Come on, Blue. Come on now. We gotta go back now. Come on. Hi, ducks. Oh, is that interesting, Blue? You see the ducks? Hi, ducks. Hi, ducks. Hi, ducks. Okay, we gotta go, Blue. Come on now. Blue's having a good time. Oh my goodness. Hi, ducks. This is Blue and Beanie. Here's the OOTD. Got some pom-poms on. You got your pom-poms on? Oh my God, my hair's a mess. Okay, we're following Blue now. Let's go. Blue says, let's go. No, Beanie, don't do that. Come on, Blue, it's all right. Come on. Don't do that, Beanie. That's not nice. Good boy, Blue. Look at you go. Oh my goodness, could you guys see this? I don't know what you're getting. Yeah, turn it around. Turn this way. All tangled up. All tangled up. Is it fountain? We're walking. Whoop! Whoop! Blue's not having it. Come over here, Blue. Come close to the water. Come close to the water. Come on now. Come on. What happened? Good boy on the grass. Did your feet get too hot? Yeah, good boy, Blue. We'll go back to the car. Good boy. Good boy, Blue.
Future of payments, don't get distracted with all the FUD out there. The really big players are moving behind the scenes. Keep your phones handy. I got good news coming soon. Breaking news. In the next 60 seconds, we're going to talk about Apple and XRP. If you still think Ripple is a joke, then why is Apple and Ripple working together? Apple is not just fun emojis and FaceTime. They introduced something really cool yesterday. Have you heard of Apple Pay? Well, it will be running on Ripple's Interledger protocol. Remember all those bank transfers that took forever? Especially the international ones? Ripper's Interledger aims to solve that. You ask how? Simple. It connects different blockchain protocols and traditional digital ledgers. As a result, making transfers simple and quick. So now, with Apple's recent update of Apple Pay, now Ripple is part of Apple Pay through their payment request API. That means Ripple's XRP cryptocurrency will start being used by all the mainstream media and all the mainstream people using Apple. So basically regular folks like us. But it doesn't end there. We got more partnerships by Ripple. Ripple is also partnering with a major bank, Santander. The moral of the story, Apple and Ripple is simplifying cryptocurrency payments and making it mainstream. Could this be the future of payments? Don't get distracted with all the FUD out there.
Like, literally, I'm obsessed. Okay, like, literally, I'm like, oh my god, I'm so obsessed. Literally. Let me show you. Is that cute or what? Can you see that cuteness? Literally, I'm obsessed. Hello, Tracy.
I got a kitty butt in my face. I do. I got a kitty butt in my face.
When he wants breakfast,
He sticks his butt in my face. Are you the cutest baby? And what about this boy? Hi.
wow, that was a lot of information, and I got to see your garden. How's my hair doing? Is it coming back in? Oh. But the silk satiny pillow, I think he gave me this. When I got it, I was like, what do I need this for? I have a pillowcase. And now I'm like, oh my God. Once you sleep on satin, nothing else will do. And wow, your garden. Now that is a soft-spoken video, if I ever heard one. Oh my goodness, so soft and spoken. So, let's see. Oh, yeah, about hoarding. Yeah, fortunately, Tess isn't a hoarder. She cleans out stuff, and she periodically does it. That's good, but she's still a bit messy, so. Yeah, it's a good thing you're away from that New York orange stuff. They're going to make a pandemic. It's going to cause lesions on skin, and then they're going to call it a pandemic, the new pandemic, so. But it's good you're there. You stayed there. And as far as, I was a mess. Finally, I'm clean. At 61, you know, I still have trouble with the refrigerator, like making decisions. It's attention deficit disorder. And it's like, should I keep this ketchup? I could possibly need this ketchup. That's Tessa's food. Is that? It's like, you know, so. Hi, did you come back to tell Erica where's my yum-yums? Huh? Huh? Are you gonna play with the heart?
What's that? Huh?
I really enjoyed that music you sent me.
Yeah.
Tess is getting ready to go into, she said, gave me this long list of stuff she wanted to do. Hold on, I'll see you another one. Hold on. Oh, there's my cuteness. There's my cuteness. He went to the park yesterday. Didn't you? Oh, yes, you did. Did you see that kiss? Oh my goodness, it's the best. He went to the park and he walked all the way around past the ducks. Yeah, well, I did drag him like a couple of times, but on the way back to the car, and he drove in the car. He loved it, and then he slept all day, didn't you? You were so tired. Yeah, you were, oh, precious nose. Yeah. Oh, animals, aren't they the best? And he wants breakfast. He's like, what are you doing? I want my breakfast. Hold on. Aren't you blessed you have a garden and a beautiful place to go to? You truly are. Yeah, you know, I told Tess, she wrote out, I can only have this much food and I can't have this and I must not do that and I do that. I said, you know, maybe, I said, is this going to work for you? Is this going to work, kitty? These diets don't work. I said, why not try God?
That's the one thing that worked for me was God. I said, God could make miracles happen. Oh, I'm sorry about my my air conditioner. Hold on, I'll turn it off. What's it? There you go. Okay. We did a thorough clean because we thought the landlord was going to come in because he was cutting the trees because the sprinkler went out. So we had a thorough clean, and oh, the house feels so great. Here's my baby. Here's my room. Here's Rowdy, my painting. Here's my painting. Oh, and Lynn says I'm going to start using HGH. Injectable 2 months, thank God. You better, you must already be doing it. You look so young. Oh my God. You must be doing it. If you don't, do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Oh, and she says it's 65 hip replacement. I think she also said 65 also facelift. So, boy, I'm going to be getting it at 65. Thanks for that invite. I'm getting a reading on the 15th. I'll find out if it's good for us. I sure would love. Oh my goodness. Oh, you should have Lynn come and do your party. She does things like that for the wealthy people. She used to. I don't know if she does anymore. And Douglas is going to make it. So it's... you be you. You be you. That music was so great. Hold on.